Hello everyone, welcome. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. So this probably for week 20 I'm gonna do more of a vlog style stuff because of the fact that we are not really hard training and we got the weigh-ins on Friday. So I just kind of want to bring you along each and every day what's happening a little bit. So today I had a really good sleep which I'm happy about. It's funny, like I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning every weekday to be there for training, and today I wasn't going to do that, but I still set an alarm for like 7:30, and yet I woke up like before 6, and because my body is used to waking up at that early anyway. So I'm on weight today. Actually I was 70.3, which is really good. So I'm gonna be working on making sure I keep that for this week coming. I'm gonna have a massage today, and I'm just about to do some Tai Chi in the morning just to get some meditation and just movement of my body, get some mobility, and it's going to be a fun week. It's going to be a very interesting week. I'm feeling great. I honestly feel ready, and it's like almost like it's time to do it. It's going to be a fun night. So we are 4 days away from the weigh-ins and 5 days away from the actual finale. So that's gonna be fun. So let's get into it. What's up everyone? It's a Monday night now. Kind of like a day entry for this. So it's just been such a weird day. I tried to record when I went to get my massage, but both going for it and coming back, my microphone and phone messed up and started clicking very loud. It's Monday night, so I got my massage. Apparently I was very tight in my body, so I got kind of beaten up a little bit. She definitely went to town on those knots for sure. The other thing as well, like today I meant to catch up on some editing. I'm a little bit behind on my video edits, and I just didn't have the energy. I had a little nap today, and just before I had this like emotional crash. Like I just went down, and I'm like, all I want is a hug. It's like shed some tears. Like for some reason I just felt like a little kid through there. It just felt this kind of sadness. I mean, maybe the fact that like I had so many things on my plate that I didn't feel like I was able to do. It may be because like I usually get Mondays off, so I start work on the Tuesdays, and maybe the Monday morning blues kind of is affecting me. But either way, plus I have a fight on Saturday, so I think it's just a combination of everything. It just hit a little bit of a low, but it just goes to show that like it's just part of the journey. This is going to be a roller coaster. Other than that, that's the biggest thing. I feel pretty neutral about what's going to happen on Saturday. Like honestly, I feel like, can we just get it done with? Like, can we just do it right now? Like tomorrow, do the weigh-ins and just get into the cage. Like I'm ready. I just want to go. Kind of like it's like frustrating that I need to wait for this next couple of days for the weigh-ins and then for the fight. I think that's kind of partly to it as well. Good morning. So it is Tuesday. I'm in my car about to head to work. As you hear, the voice is a little bit different because I don't have my mic on me today. So we'll see how it goes. But at least we don't get the cracking. So that's good. Right now I woke up at 5. Had a similar wake up routine for the first 20 minutes. But then afterwards I had like a 15-minute mobility workout that I found on YouTube. And then just got dressed. I had everything packed already, so pretty much I just grabbed everything and just left for work. I'm feeling pretty good. I actually feel so much better. Like even in the morning, I might be just seeing things or feeling things, but I feel like my muscles are more bigger and more healthier. So either from the massage or either from the rest, probably from both. They're definitely where they're starting to need to be. So that's exciting. That's pretty good. And yeah, I'll keep you updated how I'm feeling in the afternoon as well. Alright, so it's Tuesday night and I'm about to crash and go to bed. And just wanted to do the vlog that I'm feeling pretty good. I actually had quite a big high. I was able to shift some things. I'm looking at certain things. I realized that like my mind was always thinking about, okay, so I'm gonna be main event for the fight, and the weigh-ins as at night. I'm not gonna be eating for weigh-ins, so I started worrying about what I'm gonna do during the day for weigh-ins and during the day on the fight day, and how I'm gonna and I started worrying about crap that doesn't even matter, and think about it, and I had to just kind of put myself more in gratitude and think about putting myself in comparison to people uh, like Conor McGregor and GSP, who are actually having to do title fights for millions of dollars, for millions of fans, and they actually have to cut like sometimes 5-10 kilos. And I looked at myself and like, I have really got it easy. It's funny sometimes that we worry about things, but if you compare it to other circumstances, uh, you actually become quite grateful, and it becomes easier. So that has been good. I'm feeling pretty good, and I just been focusing on the daily disciplines. I'm visualizing how I want to feel, act, and go through this whole process. And one of my biggest drivers and whys is the day after the fight. Uh, I'm already know exactly the restaurant we're gonna go to, exactly the food I'm gonna order, and exactly the dessert we're gonna have afterwards is when we got home, and I'm super excited about it. So looking up images on Google for Indian food has been getting me through things, and maybe not the best for my hunger, or just being cautious of what I'm eating, but it's more of this kind of delayed gratification that I'm putting it out there to do that. So it's been a good day, and I'm right now feeling the high from yesterday's low. So that's cool. We'll see what the next few days is gonna go for. But again, remember, for me, this is a wave of emotions, especially right now as we're getting into the fight. Good morning, everyone. It is our Wednesday. As you see, I'm actually in the gym, which is a little different. I know some guys were saying stay away from working out. I didn't work out. I just came here to make sure that I check if my scale at home is really saying what it's actually saying, and it turns out it is, so it's good. And also I did some mobility, and since it's like pouring down rain outside, I'm going straight to work after this. And coming to the city like after 6 and 6:30, it's like almost impossible. So I'm like, I came in early anyway, just kind of chill in the gym, do some work, do some mobility, get some filming going for this vlog, and then basically go from there and see how we go. And it was really good. I'm feeling really good right now. I'm feeling ready. I kind of got my body moving, and once I got my body moving, I was like, okay, I'm cool with this. I'm feeling good. I'm on weight. It's going well. It's the fact that you just need to focus on the basic, simple things, and then go from there. So yeah, we got 2 more days until weigh-ins and 3 more days until we actually do the finale. This is exciting. All right, everyone. So it is Wednesday night, and we are T-minus 3 days away from the fight and 2 days away from weigh-ins, and I actually feel really good. During the day, I was very, very good. Surprisingly, I'm super focused. I am super keen, and I just can't stop being grateful. I can't stop visualizing the feelings and emotions the way I want to see the fight happen, and before and after. And I got my nickname, so that was really good. Thank you, everyone who actually helped me out with that. So I ultimately chose this nickname while I was talking to a friend, and it came down to the Friendly Savage. And I was like, that's really a good sum up from where I was, where I want to go, and where I am now as well. It's a really good phrase for this part of the challenge, this chapter of my life. So I'm super keen for that. I'm feeling really good. Maybe a couple times in the day, like you get these dips. Like there was one time I would stand up and I would feel my quads, or I felt like my blood sugar would drop a little bit. Again, like I haven't been having any carbohydrates today or salt really, and just had 2 meals. I was able to control it. I'm on weight. Like I was 70.2 this morning, which I'm very happy with. And we're just gonna see how we go for the next 2 days. Just gonna keep that going. I got my food mostly set for tomorrow. I just gotta prepare and heat it up for tomorrow night, and that's pretty much it. And I am super keen and super excited, not just for the weigh-ins for the fight, but also after it as well. So I'm feeling good. Again, like sometimes the wave of tiredness kind of hits you, but again, it's mostly I'm just focusing on where I want to go. And I found out today that I'm actually going to have pretty much most of the game bred coaches in my corner, because my opponent is actually bringing his coaches from another gym, which I'm completely cool with, so I can actually have the guys that I've been training with and teaching me get to actually be behind me for the fight, which is super exciting. So T-minus 3 days. So good morning, it is Thursday around 6 a.m. I'm basically preparing to go to work. I'm leaving in about 5, and today I weighed myself in like I usually do, and I'm actually 69.9. I'm under 70, and I can't remember the last time I was actually under 70 kilos, which is fascinating. Again, all I've been doing for the last week, because since the weekend I've been very close to 70 and 70 and a half. So all I've been doing is I cut out the salt, I don't eat fruit, focus on having proteins and fats and leafy greens, and also more like your cabbages, your broccoli and cauliflower, and that's sort of vegetables. So pretty much your meats and your vegetables. I kind of avoid dairy, just the way dairy is made in today's world. It can actually fluctuate your weight anyway, so I kind of put cheese aside for the last few days. But it's surprising when you just focus a little bit, what are you able to achieve. Feeling good, just had my mobility and about to go to work. What's up everyone, it is Thursday night, and it's 2 more days until the fight and 1 more day until weigh-ins, so that's cool. Now today has been a little bit funny because I snapped a couple times or got more cranky than usual for like smaller things, and it just shows you that I was on that high for the last few days, and now I'm just dipping down a little bit, and it's okay. That's one of the biggest things, especially when you're doing something like this. You will have your ups and downs, for sure. You're gonna have plenty of them, and it's more about having more going on the ride than staying stuck on the lows or the highs, because that can mess you up, especially something like this. So I know I'm kind of going on low. I know I snapped a little bit more irritated. I can get more irritated than usual because I'm having a freaking fight. It's gonna push you, it's gonna cause me to do certain things, and that's okay, and that's normal. Just wanted to share that, to make sure that you see that, like, when you're going towards your goals, especially when you're so close to finishing, you're gonna have these tests and challenges thrown at you at the very last second. So yeah, 2 more days, this is gonna be cool. Well, it is Friday night, we finished weigh-in, so I am officially 69.6 kilos, which is really cool. Like today, throughout the day, I had a little bit of a headache, but again, after tonight, after the whole experience, it was really cool. It felt awesome. Like we went in, I was able to get someone to film it for me, so I was able to go in, just get undressed, jump on the scale, hearing that announcement of everyone clapping and cheering for you. It was so surreal, but so awesome at the same time. I'm so pumped. Looking around the venue, what we have, like, it's a beautiful area. You see the cage itself, like there's gonna be a lot of people packed there. Like already all the tables are sold out, and all the cage side seatings are sold out as well. So it's going to be a good night. But what I wanted to take for the next couple of minutes is actually talk about why I got into doing a Wimp in the first place. And I kind of mentioned in the beginning, probably in the first intro video I ever done on YouTube, is that this was a bucket list challenge, and for sure, but there's another side of the story that I never actually shared. Ultimately, doing MMA and doing a cage fight like this has been on my mind for a while now, but I was never sure I'm gonna do it. Fear kind of held me back and everything, like, that kind of thinking was kind of holding me back. But a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, something happened that really changed my perspective on life. So basically, I was doing a couple things. I know I needed to change it. I know to give up. But again, loyalty was holding me back. The idea of security was holding me back. My comfort zone was holding me back. And last year, around May, it was actually, on the road that I took pretty much every day for work, one of my high school mates was driving home at night, and in the opposite lane, an old lady got a heart attack, drove into his lane and killed him on site. And pretty much for the next few months, actually, every time I went to work, I was able to see his flowers on the side of the road. And you know, it was surreal for me for the fact that, like, that literally could have been me. So that was times where I came home late at night from there in the same direction. And that could literally be me. And it, like, so many things were happening in my life. It was escalating. But that was one of the last nails in the coffin, I would say, to force me to change. And one of the biggest lessons I got out of it is that I could literally not be here tomorrow. I might as well do everything I have with what is here today. And sometimes I need to make tough decisions to make that. And for example, for me, it was actually saying no to certain things and actually giving up certain situations I was in to be able to have something new. But again, it was freaking scary. But that shifted how I looked at life, and that shifted how I did things, because like every time to this day, if I pass that intersection, it was that reminder of that you never know when your time is up. You might as well live every second you have. So because of that, a year later, I'm actually ticking up 2 massive bucket list items off my list that I never thought I'm going to be able to do this early. One is an MMA fight, and the other one is actually doing YouTube and sharing content and pushing myself as a creator, and not just like working on my speech, my speaking, my video editing, and all this stuff. All because something had to shake and wake me up. So tomorrow is fight night. I don't know when I'm going to be on. It might be late at night, but I'm just super grateful to be here. I'm super grateful to be in this experience. And closing off for YouTube for me right now in this chapter, because this is going to be the last video. Besides the fight, I will tag either be able to upload it on my YouTube channel or link it to a playlist, and we'll do it that way. So later on, anyone in the future can actually watch my fight. But this is gonna be the last video in this chapter that I'm gonna be speaking to you. So biggest lesson is just, as cheesy as it sounds, you want to make sure that you go get what you heart actually desires, and remember, if first God tickles you with a feather, then throws a brick at your head, but don't wait for the truck. For me, my friend, getting killed on that road was, for me, that brick. And he was such an incredible guy. Like, he was an extremely skilled musician, was living his life to the fullest, and like that, he was gone. Like, it is surreal when you look at life like that. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for you guys tuning in, coming along in this journey. This has been super exciting and super rewarding. If this has been of value to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. Like and comment down below what you got out of it, what you learned. If there's a challenge that you are embracing on your, like, in your own life, I would love to actually hear it, because again, life is too short to just compete all the time. We want to make sure that we create our own lives that we wanted to get in the first place anyway. We need to make sure we step through fear, because remember, if you did it, whether win, lose or draw, you won. You're victorious because you stepped through your fear and you stepped into possibility. I'll see you guys in the next chapter.